Hello students, how are you all? Hope all of you are well. Today we are going to discuss class 7 science chapter number 5 transfer of heat. In the previous video we have completed our chapter number 4 heat. In that chapter we have studied about what is heat, what happens as we give heat on solid, liquid and gas, expansion of solid, expansion of liquid, expansion of gas. After that we have studied about the temperature, thermometer, scales of thermometer like Kelvin, Celsius, Fahrenheit. We have described numerical related that degree Fahrenheit and degree Celsius and degree Celsius and Kelvin. After that we have also studied about the digital thermometer, clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. In this chapter it's already written transfer of heat. Heat is there, but what happens in this chapter we are going to discuss transfer of heat. Means transfer of it. How do heat transfer? How do heat transfer? So in this chapter especially we are going to discuss about conduction. Conduction means conductor, heat transfer. How do heat transfer in solid? How do heat transfer in liquid? How do heat transfer in gas? Is it transferring or not in gas? So each and everything we are going to discuss in this chapter. Some of the topics just let me explain you about. Just like conduction of heat, in this chapter we are going to discuss conditions for conduction, conductors of heat, uses of conductors and insulators, convection of heat. The most important topic of this chapter is convection of heat, convection currents in everyday life, sea breeze, land breeze, applications of convection currents in the chimneys, ventilation. After that we are going to discuss about the radiation of heat, applications of radiation, thermos or vacuum flask. So these are the some important topic of this chapter. The first topic was conduction. Before coming to the first topic, conduction of heat, our first topic is conduction of heat. This is our first topic, conduction of heat. Before coming to this topic, I would like to ask you, what happens to a cup of warm milk if you leave it undisturbed for a while? It becomes cool or less hot. Why does this happen? What happens to the heat in the milk? Where did it go? The heat has been transferred from the cup of hot milk to the bowl of the water at room temperature. If we wait for some more time, we will observe that the temperature of the water in the bowl and beaker becomes the same. Heat flow from hotter object to a colder object till both the objects are at the same temperature. Since the water in the beaker was a higher temperature, heat flowed to the water in the bowl and raised its temperature. Heat can be transferred in three different ways: conduction, convection and radiation. See, first of all, transfer of heat can be done through the three ways. First is conduction, the first topic. Second topic is convection. And third topic is radiation. So these three topics we are going to study in this chapter. Got it? Conduction, convection and radiation. Now, as I have just informed, you will see, especially when we go at tea shop, so they give a saucer and cup both, right? Why do they give saucer? Have you ever thought? Or at your home also you might have seen, or you may have seen that your father, whenever he is in a hurry, he want to go anywhere and tea is very hot, so what he do, he just put into the saucer, after that he blow it and he just take it, right? But have you ever thought why he is doing like that? What happens? Why do we do like that? Now question is what? Do heat transfer? Where does the heat goes? Now see, the cup was having a fixed, small, round shaped volume, right? As it comes into the saucer, the volume just disperses, the density decreases because it gets a larger area, and the air or heat which is present in the tea, it's mixed up with the environment. as it mixes with the environment, so the vapor which is present in the environment, it is cool, and the vapor which is present in the tea is hot. So as the hot and the cool environment mix up and make your tea cool. If you don't think that, sir, this thing would not happen, now I am telling you, just leave that cup of tea for half an hour. What will happen? You only tell me what will happen. The tea will become cool. Have you ever seen one? Just suppose your mother is giving you a glass of milk, a boiled milk in a glass to drink. You will touch that milk, you will feel, oh, it's very hot, I should drink after some time, right? Why do you think so? You think that it's very hot, if I will drink, then my whole lips will be burned, right? But it isn't. Actually, what I want to say you, if you leave that milk for half an hour, what will happen? That milk will become cool. It is neither too warm nor too cold, but it's cool. Easily we can drink it, right? Where do this heat go? Or where does this heat goes? Have you ever thought? Where does this heat goes? As I have said here, the environmental vapor, the environmental moisture, the environmental temperature. Now the temperature of this glass of milk or cup of tea, both are different. When they come in the contact of atmosphere, this whole atmospheric vapor, temperature, air come and mix with this vapor. This is called latent heat. It's called hidden heat, which you can't see. You are not able to see. Right now you are just feel, oh, it's too hot or too cold. But you can't see that really, is it really too hot or is it, you can feel, you can't see. Are you able to see heat? The sun is giving so much heat to us, so we are feeling very much hot. We should open these clothes and we should wear cotton clothes. Have you ever thought about it? You thought, you might have thought, but you have not seen, right? It is latent heat, it is hidden heat. In the summer season, when the temperature rises from 40 to 45 degree, 48 degree, that time you can feel, oh my God, if you will go outside, it just seems like that you will burn outside, right? Are you getting or not? What I want to say, that from where do this heat comes and where do this heat goes? As we boil anything, as we just warm up anything, so they get heat. But as again we keep the same thing into the atmosphere, again that heat goes away. Where do this heat go? These things we will study in 9th chapter. There will be in one topic in 1st chapter only, that is matter in our surrounding. 1st chapter will be, what is the 1st chapter name, matter in our surrounding. There will be one topic called latent heat. From that latent heat we will understand where do this heat goes. Got it? So now let us discuss the 3 types of transfer of heat: conduction, convection and radiation. So first is conduction of heat. Conduction of heat means the transfer of heat from a hot object to less hot object when they are in the contact is called conduction of heat. The 2 objects should be touching each other for this type of transfer to happen. When an object is heated, its molecules receive this heat energy and start the neighboring molecules to vibrate faster too. Thus, heat is transferred from one end of the object to the other end. When the rod is heated, the temperature of the rod nearby heated end increases. The molecules at that end start vibrating faster. This vibration are passed along the rod and thus the heat is transferred along the length of the rod. The conduction of the heat is more effective when the molecules are packed close together. Therefore, conduction is very fast in solid. In liquid, since the molecules are further apart, there is very little conduction. In gases, there is almost no conduction. See, now first of all, conduction of heat means transfer of heat from one object to another object, or transfer of heat from higher temperature to lower temperature. Have you ever seen your mother might have cooking? So just suppose this is a gas stove. Okay, what is this? Gas stove. Here is switch off, switch on button, and this is, we are going to make samosa today. So this is fry pan called karahi, right? So here full of oil is there till here. Now just suppose you have on this gas stove and gas started burning, so you will see slowly this fry pan becomes hot. After then you put oil inside it, right? You put oil inside it. And here there is one spoon by which we are going to take out, right? This is one spoon from which we are going to take out this samosas. Now what I am saying, as we keep this spoon inside this fry pan, you will see as the heat start in the stove, slowly this whole fry pan will be heated. And since this spoon was not heated, as this spoon come in the contact of this fry pan, as it comes in the contact of fry pan, you will see as here it was not a little bit hot also, but as it comes in the contact of this fry pan, since this is having higher concentration, they are more heated. So now the heat is being transferred from here to here, and slowly as you will touch, after some time you will feel, oh my god, it's very hot, right? It happens or not? It happens. Now question is what? This is solid. In the solid, see, each and every particles or substance is made up of atoms. So as I had informed you just suppose this spoon only. Okay, this is one spoon. In this spoon, what are they made up of? They are made up of any metals. So that metals is made up of one small tiny particles called atoms. If anybody will ask you what is atom, atom is the smallest particle of a matter which can't be seen by the naked eye. Atom is the smallest particle of a matter which can't be seen by the naked eye. And if we talk about the solid, liquid and gas, have you heard this matter are of three types, solid, liquid and gas? I hope that these things you might have heard in the 3rd standard or 4th standard. So now this solid, liquid and gas. Solid atoms and molecules are very closely to each other, means they are very tightly packed to each other. Okay, they are very tightly packed to each other. Just suppose this is your spoon. Okay, and in this atoms and molecules are very closely and tightly. In solid, each and every atoms are very closely and tightly packed to each other. As the heat started, so now what will happen? The atoms and molecules will vibrate. What will happen? Atoms and molecules will vibrate. As these atoms and molecules start vibrating, so one atoms will give heat to another atom, another will give to next another, till the end, wherever this spoon's end is there, till there each and every atoms will be heated. As each and every atoms will be heated, so as we touch the corner of the spoon, we also get heat, right? So what I want to say, in the solid, the heat transfer very fast. In the liquid, it passes slowly because the atoms are having loosely packed to each other. But if we talk about the gas, there is very far apart. So there is no conduction is there. There is little bit conduction in liquid and much more conduction in solid. So as I have just informed you about, first of all, what is conduction of heat? The transfer of heat from a hot object to less hot object. The transfer of heat from hot object to less hot object when they are in the contact is called conduction of heat. And if we talk about the solid, then the conduction is very fast in solid. If we talk about the liquid, since the molecules are further apart, so there is little bit less, not too much fast. So the molecules are further apart in liquid, so there is a little conduction in liquid. But if we talk about the gas, there is no conduction in gas. So today we have discussed about the conduction of heat. I hope all of you have understand about this topic. If you are having any doubt related to this conduction, conduction means the transfer of heat from high hot object to less hot object when they are in the contact. The transfer of heat from higher hot object to lower hot object. As for example, let's suppose it is not heated and this one is heated. As they come in the contact, now this also started. Got it? So I hope all of you have understand this class 7 science chapter number 5, transfer of heat, conduction of heat. First topic was conduction, conduction of solid, conduction of liquid and conduction of gas. If you have any doubt related to this video, then please drop your doubt into the comment box section so I can understand, yeah, my students are having this doubt. I hope all of you have liked this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this video with your friends so they can also get benefits during this COVID-19 lockdown. That's all for today. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe.